And here in Sioux City, the Briar Cliff Chargers are looking for their second win on the season as they host Waldorf. We begin in the fourth quarter. Christ Walter, he takes the snap. He'll rip this one to Bryce Jones in the end zone. As Waldorf takes a 28-21 lead. Chargers near the goal line here. They give to Iman Pittman, and he'll find space and pay dirt at the same time. Ties this thing up at 28. Chargers, they had a program record 9 sacks. None more important than this one from Alex Niederhauser. And that jars the ball loose, and the Chargers recover the ball. Not long after that, Luke Davies, he slings this one to Luke DeLange, and the corner for the touchdown. Chargers have a 35-28 lead. Now we have one last gasp for the Warriors. Walter, he fires deep here, but Johnny Bowser is there for the interception, and the Briar Cliff Chargers, they win this one 35-28. Head coach Shane Ledecky spoke about the long journey for Luke Davies back to his starting role in the quarterback position.
A lot of kids in his situation would have bailed, right? This day and age with NIL and transfer portal, I mean, every kid like him had a chance to bail, and for him to stick with us. I mean, 2 weeks ago, he asked to play tight end just to make a difference and come back for another year, and then obviously we got our situation, he's ready to go. And he hadn't taken a rep in 2 weeks, and steps in Morningside and then does what he does today, and he wasn't perfect, but finds a way to win a game. He's special.